April 18th, 2017, the CCP got the Interpol to send a red notice going after Mr. Mao's Guo. And also on the same day, the CCP hired a top U.S. law firm and launched a lawsuit against Mr. Mao's Guo, representing the PAJ, whose chairman is Shan Weijian, the CCP's top agent and proxy in the Western society. And so far, the CCP has funded more than 70 lawsuits against Ms. Mao's Guo, all founded on the groundless accusation. Astoundingly, the U.S. court took those cases and have been dragging Mr. Mao's Guo into bankruptcy. And the DOJ also appointed a CCP proxy, Luke Despin, a senior partner of Paul Hastings, to be the trustee in Mr. Mao's Guo's bankruptcy cases. You put everything together, this gotta be biggest collusion of the century between the CCP and the FBI and DOJ and SEC.
I encourage everyone to read indictment from the Justice Department because I'm a voracious reader. And when I read the indictment, it does not sound right. Subtle things like funds weren't used to buy a yacht. They were used for the maintenance of the yacht. Well, he's using it as an office.
He had the yacht like years before the whole GTV got started. The yacht was pre-existing years before the GTV, and he didn't even own the yacht. The yacht was owned by his children. And then in that 38 pages of indictment, there's no mention who is the plaintiff. There's no victim. There's no plaintiff, not even an anonymous plaintiff. So who filed this complaint? And all the so-called victims are now holding rallies and social media campaign fighting for Mr. Mao's Guo's justice and freedom. All the so-called victims of Mao's Guo, they are protesting against the SEC and DOJ and FBI.
Yeah, and they're getting all the help and all the involvement from the CCP. So people need to read the indictment and just think about the whole situation. I went into it with open eyes and I looked at it. I'm like, all this stuff is just too coincidental. It doesn't make sense. So he needs as much help as possible. I hope he's getting the support of everyone and that they know how to support Guo Wengui.